you're going straight from Final Fantasy into Link to the Past, and crushed it.
Wow, that's amazing. So you must have had a good day. Let's see
Yeah.
if you can pull that through. And it looks like we're about to get started.
Oh boy, oh boy. Okay, no sword in hand. Does that mean it's going to be no sword?
Okay, in that case, let's just get a bow or something. What do you want?
I want to see Cannon Burner, because that's the most, I think, the most trolliest one.
Yeah, it definitely makes for a lot of a harder escape. Especially if we want farm bombs, that makes less opportunity.
Yeah, it is really annoying in this escape sequence if you can't get any bombs and you have to come back to get those 3 chests at the end of escape. No one likes doing that.
Yeah, especially because there is the option that you might have to go through the entirety of the sewers again. It's going to be bombs.
Alright, so they should be able to get those 3 chests, that's nice. And actually that happened in a run to me last night where I was practicing. I had Canis and Mary. Whoa, mirror. Crazy.
It's going to be a quick escape.
Yeah. But yeah, I had a seed last night where I had Canis and Maria. I couldn't get a bomb, and then Moon Pearl was in those 3 chests that were bomb locked. I was not happy.
Yeah, that's not a great feeling. Yeah, there's a possibility that you don't find gloves at all and have to go all the way in through the front.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of time wasted at that point. But sometimes there just is not any bomb in the prize pack. It's a rough time.
Yeah.
But with that early mirror in hand, it does mean that we get a quicker escape because you can mirror right after you rescue Zelda.
Oh, nice. Nice bomb placement by Solski, dataworld there. Placing that first bomb down and then throwing it across.
Yeah, that was really quick.
And that was gloves. Yeah. Jeez.
It's definitely a good start so far.
No, that's real nice. Anytime you get one step closer to Dark World, at least I always like that.
Yeah, it's always a question of what you do. If you get everything in Kakariko already, do you go right into Village of Outcasts? Do you wait? Do you do South Loop? It's always
Yep. Oh. Dataworld putting on a clinic on the bomb placement. That was some... I love it.
He's definitely practiced this.
Yeah. Hey, what Solski did over there, I feel like that's what I'm trying to do, is like keep the guard in the center and just bomb the center. But Dataworld just seems to know the angles for the bombs.
Yeah, I think someone called Gesellschaft made a nice video about different setups to get quick kills on the guards.
I gotta check that out.
So I think Dataworld might have learned something from that.
So yeah, and especially with both runners halfway through their bombs, using pots to kill the guard here makes a lot of sense. Still have to have a couple more locations where you'd like to have bombs for this escape.
Yeah, the key rat and especially the back of escape. Those are the crucial points at this point.
Yeah, I mean, the true nemesis of escape is that rat holding the key. That guy's a jerk.
Very much so. Yeah, that's the one thing I'm afraid of if I will ever get the bomb escape in the coming few matches.
So yeah, escape is going to be a lot faster this time around because of that mirror. Able to warp back to the beginning. Real nice.
Wow, wall of snakes right there.
Yeah, what was that?
But overall, both looking to have clean movement all throughout escape.
Yep.
No real issues here.
And the rat was kind on Dataworld's side, stopped right in the middle there.
Now we'll see what's in the back. Solski also getting the key. Ooh, and silvers.
Silvers. Oh, and a little bomb refill. That's nice. Because now you definitely have enough to get through all of Kakariko and Assuming they get some sort of weapon and get their mini mold arm as well without having to buy any bombs.
Yeah, this is looking like a solid start from both of them.
It's always kind of annoying if you get the escape bombs and then you still need to buy bombs in Kakariko because you had to use too many.
Yeah, definitely.
Dataworld opting to take the burrito at the end there. We know that chest has a map in it, just because we haven't seen a map yet. But better be safe than sorry.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I would do as well. I mean, you would assume that there is a map in there, but what if you missed it?
Oh, that'd be devastating.
So Dataworld not going for the tree pull or checking lumberjack, going straight into the Lost Woods.
Yeah, going for this tree pull instead, yeah. And it's just magic for the tier 0 full pill, tree pull.
He is picking up that big 20 right there. And I think Solski will be checking lumberjack. Yeah, he's going straight there. It does take a little bit longer, but it's nice information to have.
Oh, definitely. So a big 20 on the ledge there, so Aghanim not required at least for that. We'll see with the Dark World access items.
I mean, it's not a wanted poster that's very enticing. Wanted, dead or alive, Aghanim, 20 rupees. Solski hesitating a little bit, but does decide to pick up the big 20 as well.
Yeah, you want 100 for that bottle vendor at least. Or worst case, you have no bombs. You want that 50 to get some bombs.
Yeah, as long as I head into Kakariko with 100, it's nice. And you at least get the 50 rupees from all the pots.
Mm-hmm.
But we seem to be closing into that number anyway.
Yeah, and there's 30 in this room, so it's clutch. Ooh,
nice flute location. That'll open up the world a lot more. Solski has to be a bit careful there.
Oh, we're just gonna have beep hype for a while here. That's great.
At least it's quarter beep.
Yeah, thank goodness for that.
And there is our first real safety, the blue mail.
And the best color scheme for Link, in my opinion.
Who doesn't like the banana hat?
Yeah, banana hat's great.
A few more hearts and the Lagerang.
Well, at least that opens up what we can see what the stun prize is.
Yeah, if that's a big 20 or bombs, that will be really useful. Oh!
Yeah, had Bottle Vendor having a sword. Okay.
This is definitely...
Yeah, you can breathe a sigh of relief that, like, you don't have to use bombs now as your primary source of attacking.
Yeah, it seems like we have a really solid first set of items already as well. Nice navigation with the flute and mirror, early weapon, gloves. And half magic. Ooh. Now we're just looking for a fire rod or something to get some real offensive going.
Yeah, I mean, this ultimately means that Ganon will probably not be that difficult, having silvers and half magic.
Yeah, definitely. With a cape or something, even Master Sword Ganon would not be that terrible.
All in chat saying, bless you there, my girlfriend in the other room sneezing. That's kind of impressive.
It was a bit audible, yeah.
This mic's too good. It picks up everything.
dataworld not going for the blind
Ooh, yeah.
game.
Well, dataworld not picking up the Cane of Brian.
Yeah, that's the issue I have with not doing the racing game blind, because there are so many items that you wouldn't go back for, but you would like to have.
Yeah, that's one of them, because that at least opens up the possibility of Spike Cave sometime in the future. Unless you get the cape or you get a lot of bottles, that's a tough call.
Yeah, exactly. At least I guess he has in the back of his mind that it is in logic once he gets the hammer and moon pearl, obviously. But
yeah, true.
But I am firmly in the camp of doing racing game blind.
Yeah, I agree, because there's, even if it's just a hard container, that's pretty good early on to get. There's a lot of items that can be useful.
Ooh, nice 8 bomb drop right there from
Yeah.
Dataworld. And Solski is going back to pick it up.
Can't blame him for that.
So Hype Cave delivers us with at least a bottle.
With the fairy in it, that's nice.
And a cape. Oh wow.
Oh, well, there you go. Okay.
I said nothing.
Yeah, right? So
Solski might be regretting his decision in a minute.
Cane of Brian then confirmed to reveal nothing, so... Oh, we get our first dark room. Not entirely a difficult one, but to get the old man.
Intriguing that he goes and do that before eventual Ice Rod Cave or something. And Solski going straight to Agina.
Yeah, both strange plays.
Yeah, with the fluid, divergence in routing is a lot easier to get, I assume.
Oh yeah.
And Tower of Hera might be is accessible at this point. Maybe not necessarily completable, but
yeah, it's all about that basement chest.
Always good risk. Always a risk when you can get in there but can't get the basement chest. Like, who knows how long it takes to get back there.
Right, yeah, I mean, the only locations that are really open that we haven't seen are the Ice Rod Cave, Sashlo's Closet, the Eastern, and this little Death Mountain sequence, including Hera. That's it.
Yeah, and I guess Zora is in Logic.
Oh yeah, but not at this rupee count.
That's gonna take a little bit of farming.
Yeah.
So Solski is going to be picking up his cape and bottle. All Dataworld is going straight into Hera from this point.
I also don't know what the guard sprite's bunny form is, so I hope Solski goes up to Death Mountain just for that.
Oh yeah, that's right. Solski getting the same bomb drop. Nice. They're on the same price pack right now.
An excellent execution there to take out all the Noldorms.
And using bomb saves a lot of going back and forth.
Okay, so Hera is... You need a fire source for Hera. The big key is in the basement.
That is a lot better than there just being an item there. And the sink bird. Going to different locations though. Solski immediately going to Sick Kid.
Oh, true, yep, didn't mention that, because we got that bottle.
Oh! Why, hello there.
What are those?
That makes movement very easy.
Yeah, boots and flute, sign me up.
Boots, flute, mirror. This makes overworld checking so much more pleasant. So House Class with not delivering today. And Chad is pointing out that there might be an Agassiz here anyways, with cape, sword, boot. Well, I mean boots doesn't really matter, I guess, because of nothing in Lumberjack, but...
Yeah, if we see the lamp, I'm gonna say it's an Agassiz then, because because that's really the big thing holding it back. Unless you want to do hire the castle tower without the lamp, and if you do manage that, good luck.
Yeah, no thanks. I'm not going to do a voluntary aga. Just because I can.
Yeah, really.
Oh, well, there's the myths, and I think we're going to get a moon pearl in Checkerboard Cave.
Oh, that's just mean.
Could still be in desert at this point, I guess. That's still open. That's not open as well.
Yeah, that's right. All desert is open, except we can't complete it. But you get at least one item at there at the worst.
Yeah, I think it's a smart decision too, despite getting the mids there, completing Eastern anyway. Well, as much as you can, obviously.
Yeah, you want that at least 2 items here. That's nice. Because the dark room, at least to get that first chest, not too bad.
No, definitely. The room towards Armor's Knights is a little bit tricky without a fire source, but
Yeah, it's just because those green enemies don't make any sound. So it's very hard to tell where they are if you don't get the first shot.
yeah, there's a couple of strategies, but if it goes off the rails, you're in a lot of trouble.
And
We don't have to
unfortunately
go anyway. So.
And unfortunately for Eastern, we already have the compass and map found. So that means this last chest is going to have the big key, and then one more item, and that's it.
Yeah, considering Eastern is a crystal, that's not the worst. It's a little bit of extra walking that you wouldn't have to do otherwise, I guess. Going back to the big chest. But it is definitely out of logic at this point.
Yeah, and we get to see the difference here of Boots, of how fast Solstice is going to be able to run through this dungeon compared to Dataworld. There's a lot of straightaways.
Yeah, in dungeons like this, it matters a lot. The other big one is Thief's Stand. If you don't have boots in that, it's a slog.
Yeah, especially in that where the first 4 chests are, you have a lot of places you can dash.
Just a big 20 and a big chest as well. So aside from the mids, Eastern, not having anything else at this point. We'll see what the Armor's Knights holds once we find the bow.
Yeah, mid's definitely worth the check, though. That opens up a lot of progression.
Yeah, at this point, there is the desert area, there is Checkerboard Cave, there is King's Tomb as well, for Solski.
Ah, yes.
But no real Dark World access yet, without the Moon Pearl, obviously. No Meyer check yet. We don't know what we need for that.
Yeah, I didn't see it. Oh, hope not something on his torch. Oh no, the key's on the torch. That's going to be a significant time loss for Dataworld, because I imagine Solski's going to go to the same place and be able to get that key.
Yeah, this doesn't... And depending on what we find... Okay, so... Nothing... We can't proceed any further in the desert. But depending on what we find in Checkerboard, Dataworld might be going different places than Sikid for a while.
Mm-hmm. Oh wow, you called it. Nice call.
Yeah, this could be... It's not terrible news, I guess, because with the mirror, you can go into Village of Outcasts, quickly check Sikid, and then proceed from there. But We'll have to see if it's on the back of his mind.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine with having Moon Pearl and Mitt, at least for me, I would go to the Dark Academy Village right away, or Village Outcast.
Yeah. Peacetown is not the most enticing option without the hammer. You never know if there's something in the big chest, but we get a quick map check. Mire, Pot, and Swamp are our pendants. Swamp being the green one.
Yep. Oh, what was that? I just missed it on Solski's side.
Yeah, same.
I'll get it on the restream, or on the live feed.
It was Bombos.
There we go.
So that's the bunny sprite as well for Solski. It's the Dark World card. That makes sense.
Oh, nice.
Very nice Super Bunny glitch, by the way. Alright, so we'll see if there is more divergence from here on out. I assume they'll both go into the Village of Outcast area at this point.
Yeah, that definitely has the most bang for your buck.
Solski gets to clear a little bit more of Desert Palace first. So he'll find his arrow upgrade and maybe another item, but it could be locked on Lemolos.
Yeah, this could be huge. If there's something useful here, that's gonna be another dip for Data World.
Yeah, if there is a fire source in here, then it will probably take a while before he gets back.
And Data World making the Skull Woods play. 2 items in this dungeon.
Yeah, we'll see if he gets to find one or both of them, or if they're both fire rod locked. Skullwoods is definitely the more treacherous of the two, without any help for offensive weapons.
Yeah, really, just Fire Sword here. Those mummies, you're not gonna kill them. It's just not gonna happen.
Yeah, exactly. Gets a nice bomb jump right there. Oh, the fire rod!
Oh,
Okay.
man. Well, that's huge. So now, Desert's completable, Hera's completable. That's gonna open up the Pyramid Fairy. There's a whole bunch of stuff that just happened for Solski.
That's a great find.
So I was gonna say it's a little early to say who's in the lead, but that is significant.
Yeah, it all stems from the early sick kit check after he found the bottle.
That's how it goes in Rando sometimes. That one chest can mean the difference.
Big 20 on the bumper cave. So the cape was not necessary for that. But with both Cane of Burna and the cape, who knows what they might be like locking progression-wise.
Yeah, it's possible, but unlikely that Aghanim 1 is not dead yet, because if you don't have the hammer or the flippers, there's no way to get on that right side of the Dark World.
Yeah, exactly. We don't have the lamp yet, but considering that Desert Palace and Tower of Hera were the pyramid crystals,
Yeah. Yeah, Data World just picked up a
how it
Master
could
Sword.
possibly be locked behind there, yeah?
Yeah, that was a beautiful kill on Solski's side, and now Data World has a Master Sword. Curious if Data World's gonna check Sick Kid first, or go into Thieves Town first.
I definitely hope he checks Sick Kid first.
Yeah.
It's one of the dungeons where boots matter so much. Oh, he's going straight in. Of course, we can't blame him for them. We can't blame him for this. It's definitely a logical decision to make.
Yeah, I mean, it's right there. Just want to dump in there real quick. That's Stalfos. What are you doing?
Yeah, right in the face. Oh, okay, that's a nice find as well.
Ooh, the bow, yeah.
Solski whistling a tune in the dark. Alright, so we'll probably be heading into uncharted territory for both at this point.
Yeah, it's always fun to see the runners going completely different directions, because then you really gotta watch both, and you get to see which decisions really make it.
Yeah, we'll see if dataworld decides to follow the lead that the bow gives him, or if he eventually does check Sick Kid and decides to go after the boots lock locations.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so now we're all wondering where that hammer is. That's locking up a lot of stuff right now.
Yeah, the hammer and logically the lamp are going to open up a lot.
So yeah, this is really gonna work out for Solski. We know he needs a fire source to get the big key.
Yeah, that fire rod find opened up so much. Hammer can logically not be on blind. There was a reason for that.
Oh, interesting.
Because you can use the key in order to... If there is a small key in the big chest... Oh, there's the lamp. Nice. Alright, so that's Eastern completable. If there's a small key in the big chest, you could technically use a small key that you get before going into the top floor to get into the room with that chest, but you need the hammer in order to open that chest.
Aha, okay.
And if you cannot open that chest,
yeah, that would
then you'll soft lock yourself.
Yeah. Oh, that's a great point. I didn't know that.
The hammer could definitely be in the chest where the cells are, though.
Right.
No, it's just a big bomb bag.
So I'm not sure if that that hammer room in Thieves Town has an item. I have to see a.
Oh, I definitely forgot to take count of items in Thieves. That's my bad.
He's probably not gonna. Dataworld's probably not gonna switch to anything, so we're not gonna see a menu anytime soon.
No, I don't assume we will. So we've yet to find an item in Hera, I think. So the big chest and Moldong will have one. Just the small shield. Not very exciting.
Nice fight by Dataworld. 7 Hearts blind is not a joke. It's
Yeah, Lumina helps a little bit, but it's definitely not one you want to mess up. It can go off the rails really quickly.
And I'm pretty sure I saw the map before, and that was the compass from blind. So I'm gonna say that there is an item in that chest.
Yeah, I think we did find the hammer. We did find the map at some point, yeah?
Yeah. Fighter Sword Moldorm.
Nice and vanilla. Okay, so now there's the big decision. He does pull out the mirror, so I assume we get a Sicky check right here.
Yeah, that'll be huge for Dataworld.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, great.
And powder from Solski.
Ooh, fetch quest. And some safety.
And Dataworld picking up his boots right now. Very nice. That's some reassurance.
So yeah, Solski has 2 crystals down now. which does signify that he is definitely in the lead at this point. But still anyone's game. We're missing a lot of items.
Yeah, we still have a lot to go. I mean, most notably the ice rod. That could be anywhere.
Yeah. So how many digs is it gonna take today?
25.
Oh no.
I'm a pessimist.
Yeah, really.
We're on 18 right now. 20. Oh, so close.
Wow, that's worse. And just bombs.
28. Yeah,
Ugh.
not worth.
Ugh. And we get the message saying that you have to go. That's how you know it's bad.
Those are precious little frames we've lost here. So some quick overworld checks. Dig to the digging game. K45. Stumpy. Not
Yeah,
really
this
paying off yet.
I do like routing all this together. It's even better when you have the purple chest. You can route all this.
Yeah, it's always a bit rough. I really don't like bringing the purple chest with me if I have boots.
Yeah.
I'd rather just mirror and flute. It does help that they have the flute already.
Oh, we're gonna see a pedestal check after a little mirror bonk in there.
Wait, but we don't have.
Oh yeah. Why did he?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, he must
I think
have
it was-
hit. Yeah. He must have
Yeah,
thought he had
exactly.
the fire run out.
We're
And
going
we
to
don't
see
have
a
to poke anyway.
we're going to see a pretty tricky mafia fight from Solski. He does have half magic, but with the fighter sword and without a hammer, it's gonna be pretty rough to deal a lot of damage to him.
And I believe Solski still has a fairy from that first battle, so shouldn't be
He
too
should
bad.
have, yeah.
Okay, hype cave. Lots of hearts. Oh man.
Oh,
Whoa. Okay,
Wow.
so that was 4 pieces of heart, and the actual guy in the hype cave gave a full heart container. That was what?
What a lovely cave. Amazing.
What? Oh yeah,
So we're
and
going to see our
Stumpy.
flipper spots now.
Yeah, a chat mentioning that Stumpy had the flips, so that's big.
Right. I did notice it. I did forget to call it out. I think we were talking about the back of skull with step here. That did happen.
Yeah, lots of damage on the Mothra here with the fighter sword.
He should be close now.
Yeah. Getting near those spikes cancels out that damage.
Yeah, he's not willing to get out of that corner. That's very annoying. Should be able to get a hit now. Yeah,
Nice.
there we go. Nice fight.
Great patience there by Solski, just to wait for the right time.
What's funny is that after 33 minutes, we're still not even close to having enough money for Zoro.
Yeah, right? That's where I've been to 300 rupee drops. So very impressive stuff by Solski there. Fighter Sword Mothra is never fun, and only took a couple hearts of damage.
Yeah, very clean.
So Aga 1 is still on the table, because we don't have a way... Or do we have a way to Pyramid Fairy now? I think you can take... With flippers, you can get over there, so I think Aga 1 is...
Not with the bomb, though.
Oh, the bomb, yeah, that would be a sequence break. You can get over there, with some magic of, like... you can, like, essentially make the bomb swim. I've had this trick explained to me before, where you can... As the bomb's exploding, you just mirror while you're on the island, on one of the ice islands in the Dark World. And then you can get the bomb, ferry the bomb across all the way to the other side. So it is possible, but definitely not in logic.
Yeah, exactly. There are a couple of minor glitches that allow for the transportation of the bomb over the water. But we all love like breaking the logic in this game.
Oh yeah. And dataworld now checking to see what's at Lumberjack. Considering that Aga play, I'm sure.
Yeah, considering that you do have Master Sword, Lamp, and the boots, checking Lumberjack is a reasonable decision. Solski will have cleared out the entirety of Skullwoods at this point, so I guess he'll be heading into the Village of Outcasts as well, while dataworld is checking all the boot spots. Oh, and the Graveyard Lodge. We haven't seen that yet. But after that, I guess we'll be going over to the eastern side. Dataworld with the flippers can go all the way over to Catfish, then thread his way on towards Pod. He has the bow and the lamp, so he can do everything aside from Helmetstar himself. And that's not too bad considering Pod is a pendant.
Yeah, the fact that Pod is a pendant, it would never stop me from going there. There's always so much value there.
Yeah, in the current logic, Pod has not disappointed me. Same with Swamp Palace, by the way.
Yeah, which is disappointing.
Yeah, which disappointingly also is a pendant in this seed. Solski is riding his way back to the west.
Yeah, he hasn't been to Village Outcast at all yet because he doesn't have the Master Sword and hasn't touched Thieves.
Yeah. So if he enters Thieves, I assume that he will, but he might be inclined not to. Again, because of not having the hammer. But otherwise he'll be picking up his lamp as well. And there is the Master Sword.
Yeah, Solski definitely wants to get into Thieves though, that's where the bow is.
Alright, there's the bow as well. And my mind blanked on that one.
What does Catfish have today?
Drum roll. Just a big heart.
Yeah, Dataworld would take that though. I always take the full heart containers. Don't leave those behind.
Yeah, unless they're really out of the way, like Spectacle Rock Cave and stuff. I was like, nah, rather not. But if they get thrown into your lap, I'll definitely take them. Just some more rupees in Waterfall Cave.
Show me the money.
Oh, there you have it. 10 rupees, get 20. It's a decent investment, but it's not bringing us to 500 yet.
See what's on the ledge here. A bottle.
We have plenty of those already. We do get a nice powder check here, circumventing the hammer peg. Trying the powder dash.
Okay, put some spices in the soup and you get lightning. And a piece of heart. Okay.
Just a bit lovely. So the big question mark at this point is probably the hammer, where we haven't really broken logic yet, so it could be anywhere.
I'm sure chat wants it to be in the Pyramid Fairy for the required Aghanim.
Yeah, they are sadistical like that. They do not checking Pyramid. Oh, okay.
Ice Rod.
Alright then.
Still can't get into T-Rock without the Canis Mario, and we don't know what the medallion is. Yeah, and we have no medallions. Huh. We're missing a lot of stuff.
We definitely are, yeah. Or possibly only 4 items. I guess. We don't know which medallion yet, but otherwise it's Cane, Hammer, Hookshot.
Yeah, and Hookshot will only be necessary for GT. Hookshot really could be anywhere.
I don't know if either of these players can hover, to be honest.
Yeah, not many people can. There's more every day, but still not that many.
Alright, we're going to finish Eastern on Dataworld side. And Solski will be finding his bow soon enough. And then we'll see if he actually progresses further and beats it. I would assume so, it's a crystal. but a lot of players like just checking the first 4 if they don't have a hammer yet.
Always consideration, yeah, without that hammer. But I agree with you. It's a crystal. Just get it done with, and just hope that that chest does not have something useful.
Yeah, I'll be crossing my fingers for these guys.
So yeah, dataworld opting to do Eastern first, probably hoping that Armos has a hammer, because that would be really nice to be able just to full clear pod.
Yeah, I like clearing the things I know I can full clear before the things that I might need a different item for.
But silvers especially will make this a very, very fast fight.
Yeah, definitely. Armos is not difficult anyway, but it's definitely nice to just need 6 arrows instead of 18.
I recently found out you can kill Armos with boomerang hits, which is insane. And takes like, what, 48 hits or something like that?
Yeah, it's not a pleasant ordeal.
I don't know if the logic accounts for that too, just like the boomerang might be your only option to kill Armos. Wonder if that's possible.
I mean, considering the Igors in the previous rooms, I'm not sure.
Yeah, you'd have to be out of ammo somehow. Something went horribly wrong.
Yeah, maybe an Randomizer. But I don't think Randomizer changes the base logic of the enemies. I did take a quick check at Solski's menu, and he did find a map already. So if the compass wasn't blind, there is an item left in Feast Time.
Yeah, definitely.
So we entered pod on that world side. So again, some new ground.
Yeah, I'm sure Dataworld is trying to avoid going to Death Mountain again until they get a hookshot or a hammer to complete more of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that if you find one, you will find at least some other progression on Death Mountain.
Mm-hmm.
Solski getting the visual bug.
Oh yeah.
Fine.
Nice.
I'm not sure if my eyes can take this.
This looks like Hotline Miami right now with that color scheme.
Yeah.
See, now it's not fireball, it's just shooting mustard at you.
Oh, it was a bit of a close call.
Yeah.
He still has the fairy, obviously, but I don't think you want to lose it like that. I think you trigger it by pressing select at the same frame you trigger the fight or something. I'm not exactly sure how it
I'm not
works.
sure either, but that sounds cool, so I'm gonna say that's right.
Most of the things that happen in Link to the Past happen because you try to do 2 things at the same time. The game just has issues like that.
I mean, considering like if you do you can do a credits warp in this game, what, like a minute? So there's...
Whoa. Did you see what happened to Dataworld there?
Yeah, that was interesting. I just phased through it. That was cool.
It's like an impromptu hammer jump, but then without really achieving anything.
I mean, it saved you a couple frames, I think. You have to lift up the skull.
I mean, you still have to walk around, but yeah.
Little things. It's all the advanced strats.
There we go.
And there's the hammer. Hammer in pod. Oh, that's... Anytime you have a vanilla location for an item, I cringe a little bit. It sucks.
Oh, this is all the troll gone though, so we won't be seeing Aga this seed.
Yeah, so Aga is officially dead.
Virtually dead. We don't get to pick up the 20 rupees.
So yeah, that changes things for who might be in the lead now, because that's a pretty significant find. And we'll have to see when Solski heads over to pot.
Yeah, there is only so many locations that Solski can go to at this point. I am rather afraid that dataworld will be led away from desert at this point.
Hmm.
But he does have the lamp. If he did not have the lamp, he'd have no incentive to go back there at this point. But with it, he can clear it, so that does help. But of course, Death Mountain is a far more attractive option.
Yeah, if Canis Samaria is over here on the right side of Death Mountain, that would be interesting, as that opens up a lot of places that, because like then Datawell can't like really do the chests on the right side of T-Rock, assuming they can get into T-Rock. There's a whole lot of things we're still missing, but it's just like things are clearly being blocked by other items, and I'm not sure who's getting the better order at this point.
Yeah,
Wait.
Solski skipped Stumpy, so he did not get the flippers.
Oh, so he's gonna do Aga.
I think he exhausted all his other options at this point, so he's going to go straight to Aghanim.
That's just 5 minutes set on fire.
Yeah, and there is no telling if he actually will go to Stumpy at some point. If it doesn't cross his mind now, then I'm not sure if it will later.
Yeah, true. Well, considering Swamp is a pendant, you might be able to get away with fake flippering the entire way through. And I have faith that Solski can do that trick. So it might not matter for that, but this is going to be a huge time sink just to get through this section.
Yeah, that's assuming that there is nothing in Swamp at all.
I'm going to assume Solski forgot about Stumpy too, because they did pass underneath that section on the way to Hype Cave.
Yeah, exactly.
We're going to ask that in an interview afterwards. Nice movement through Aghanim Tower regardless. A lot of these rooms are very tight on the movement.
It's definitely very, very nice to see people go through Aghanim Tower quickly. You don't see it a lot because it is not necessary a lot of the time. There is definitely a couple of strategies that are possible in here. That will having a nice setup for the Hero Bomb jump here. The funny part is that Solski will probably feel really smart about himself once he gets the hammer in pot.
Yeah, right. Like, oh, this is what I totally had to do. Yeah. Yeah, Dataworld has been doing some very neat things with bombs in this run. Get to check out the VOD on this later.
Yeah, the escape strats and the way you set up the bomb jump here is very nice. So, how many blue balls are we going to get?
I'm gonna say 5 this time around.
There's one.
Oh no.
I think we'll be seeing a lot of arrows fired at Aghanim.
Yeah, right? There we go.
Okay, we're not gonna get 15, so... Lucky break. Lucky break. People are being relatively gentle. I see a lot of 3 and 4, so that's pretty average.
I'll take 3 or 4 any day of the week.
There's the third, so we're getting at least a third cycle.
Ooh.
4. So we can get up to 7. There's the last bottle that we haven't seen yet. Okay, just 4. That's not too bad. That's
Yeah. 3 cycle Aghanim, I'm fine with that. That just get me out of there. And we haven't seen Pyramid yet.
Oh, well, that's... Oh, he is actually picking. No, okay. Solski.
just give it a look. That's just the respect right there he has for that arrow. Just like, I see what you're doing.
Oh, there's a Zoro money. Finally.
Yeah, 15 minutes in, first time getting over 500 rupees. Okay.
Stingy G. Ooh, there's our first medallion.
Yeah.
It's not the bombos we might eventually need for Misery Mine.
I hope we don't need it. Meyer only has 2 items in it. It's not a fun check.
Everyone secretly wants the pet seed, right?
Oh, of course, yes, right. Pet hype for days.
Okay, where is Solski headed off to? Did he realize...
Maybe thinking about? Yeah, maybe he's just thinking about Stumpy right now.
He did everything else, right?
Well, more money. And the Super Bunny Cave.
That's a bit late game. He's going to be kicking himself.
Actually, now that I think about it, Pedestal can't have much on it. Oh, that is Ether for a Turtle Rock. So Turtle Rock is openable. Can't do anything there yet without the cane. But you can get in there.
Yeah, once you find the cane, it's even completable. And I think we actually are in Ganon Star mode once you find the cane. Well,
yes, we don't need anything else. Well, Hookshot would have to be in Logic for Ice Palace.
not necessarily, depending on the key.
But depending, yeah, what the keys are. Oh, we have a Pyramid Fairy check on Solski. That's what.
Yeah, that was not
that's
the Stumpy we hoped for.
Hmm. Well, this still could be big, though. We'll see.
If he finds the hookshot in here, he's gonna feel real smart once again.
And Spike Cave on the right side, so 2 new locations. That's always good to see. This late in the run, still seeing 2 fresh locations at the same time.
Yeah, I agree. So, nothing really on Death Mountain. We did get Ether, some money and a bottle, but no real actual progression right now. So, I think Dataworld will have to go into desert right now. He doesn't have a lot left.
Oh yeah, Dataworld can't even get into ice right now, because missing that any fire source, Bombos or Fire Rod specifically.
Yeah. And Solski is missing the hammer and the flippers.
If Swamp has nothing in it of value, then this could work out for Solski, because the fake flippers will get you into ice. You don't need flippers anyplace else.
Yeah, but that's a big if at this point.
Oh yeah.
It was pretty amusing too, because he said earlier in chat that he wasn't feeling too good because he did a 1 HKO seed where he missed K45 for about 40 minutes.
Oh no.
And now he's like 1 location north of there, and he missed it again.
Mm. That's rough.
Yeah,
But still, definitely not over. There's a lot of things that can go horribly wrong or right.
yeah, definitely. It can go anyway. I mean, now it's mostly about Kane and Hookshot.
Yeah.
It could all hinge upon the decision whether Hookshot is in GT or not. So they're both doing stuff that the other has done at this point.
Yep.
Solski missing the quick bomb here.
So I assume it's going to happen at dataworld. They're going to get their ice rod, go to desert, get the fire rod, and probably head to ice after that. Or
Yeah,
complete
ice
Skull
or-
Woods, one or the other.
Yeah, probably Skullwoods first, because the chance is higher that you need to do a lot. It's a lot quicker to check everything there than it is to
Yeah.
full clear ice. You'd rather avoid full clearing ice if you can. You might do Pyramid Ferry as well at some point after clearing desert. And he can do it in a less roundabout way.
Yeah.
But with both runners having the ice route, it's nice to have the trolliest item out of the way.
Yeah, I feel like in those seeds where you're missing that one item, it's very often the ice rod.
Yeah, it just can be anywhere.
So with both runners retracing each other's steps, it's probably a good time to introduce everybody here. So our runners are Solski and dataworld. Both are 1-0. This is round 2 of the Swiss round. For commentators, I am Lavos Cloud, and my co-commentator is Arior. And we have on tracking duty, we have Singy.
Yeah, it has been a good match so far. Definitely some very divergent routes that will soon come together, I think. I think we'll see some Ice Palace dips together.
Yeah, I'm very curious to see how much of the Aghanim play actually hindered Solski, because I felt he was in the lead earlier on in the race, having boots so early, and just more luck on the routing. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see who's in the lead.
Yeah. Like, I think, considering how much has been cleared so far, that Solski might actually still be in the lead, despite the Aga play.
Yeah.
He does already have Skull Woods and the Pyramid Ferry check. But, well, it all hinges on those flippers that he missed on Stumpy.
Yep.
I guess dataworld does have the entire Death Mountain clear as well. I did forget about that.
And you do have to do it because we need that Ether Medallion for Turtle Rock.
Yeah. And Eastern. Wow. I'm kind of missing a lot of stuff here in my mind. So I guess it is a lot closer than...
Yeah, because Eastern will be fast for Solski. And then Solski might decide to just go into Ice Palace with the fake flipper, and then if Kane's there, well, anybody's game then.
Yeah, then it's all depending on the hook shot.
Yeah, Hookshot and Kane, those are question mark items right now.
And of course we would like to find a third sword, but both these players are good enough that they probably won't need them.
Yeah, Master Sword Ganon is not fun, but with Silvers, I wouldn't be too concerned about it. Just get some
So
blue potion.
Silverscape, half magic. It all helps.
Yeah, just get some blue potions, and with the half magic, you're more than fine. Even if everything goes horribly wrong.
It just takes so long.
And I gotta say, the execution from both of these runners has been really on point. We're seeing a lot of fast movement, a lot of quick kills. As Solski almost with the very swag kill there.
Yeah, that was a very nice strat. Just barely misses the fourth shot.
Like, I don't think it's faster than just going on the right side and just letting them kind of roll into you, but that looks really sweet. I'm gonna learn that because that looks dope.
Yeah, there are some really swaggy non-silver strats as well, where you just stand in the middle and fire all around you. But considering the execution, it's definitely true. Solski has been playing for over a year with like 400 SRL races under his belt.
Wow.
But dataworld, according to his biography, has been playing for 2 months. But he has been really solid. Just very logical routing, good execution, very clean. There's nothing to complain about.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you want to see. It makes commentating really easy because they're blazing through the seed right now. And we got the spin dash there from Solski.
That's such a sweet trick. I love spin speed.
Especially with the Waffle House one, where you have to go around in the bottom part of Death Mountain.
Yeah, that's strat. Ever since watching the NMG God Splice that Blunt Bunny made.
Oh yeah.
It's been my to-go-to strat when going to the east side. Oh, he's going to do the way around out again. I love seeing this with the cane.
Yeah. Going for, there you go. I got the speed, and we're done.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, you don't see that very often. That was neat.
Yeah, Solski is definitely showing off a bit with some of the tricks he's been doing.
And we've had to do some weird routing in this seed too, so it's good to be able to show off this kind of tricks. This is one of those matches you're going to want to watch later if you want to learn some tricks.
I'm not sure if that was faster than just saving quitting. Oh, for him it is, because he's done Aga, of course. So he would end up on the pyramid otherwise. That actually makes sense now. That's actually really nice heads-up play on his side.
I definitely would have not thought that far ahead. I always forget with Aghanim and Mirror. It's just like, oh yeah, you're gonna start in Dark World now. Oh great.
Good times. Overall movement is terrible after killing Aghanim as well. Just in Kakariko Village, so many more guards. In the graveyard, all those ghosts. No. You don't want it.
You're just adding more fuel to the fire. That Aghanim one is bad. No one likes it.
So the Pyramid Fairy check for dataworld as well. It'll take a bit longer for him to get there once he has the bomb, but it's easier to get to the bomb.
And we know nothing was there. It was 50 rupees and 20 rupees.
Yeah, he definitely has more than enough money now.
And we haven't seen Zora yet. So there could be something there.
Yeah, there's a couple of one-off locations that have opened up recently.
You can't forget about Thieves Town, that hammer chest also, just looming in the background.
And there's a little bit of Swamp Palace open for Dataworld as well.
No. Don't do it.
I don't want it, but you never know. We are here to be objective commentators that want the best, not necessarily the best or the worst for our runners, right? We're just here to say that Swamp Palace is definitely an option, And
Yeah,
that the cane and or hookshot may or may not be there.
on the left side specifically, just cane and hookshot, left side swamp.
You're just going too far now.
Okay, so dataworld is making the Ice Palace play. This is a crystal, is potentially completable, but I imagine dataworld can do the bomb jump, so that'll be no concern.
Yeah, I expect him to full clear this. And then, if he finds the king, to go straight into Turtle Rock, and then GT. And if he finds the hookshot, then maybe Dark Death Mountain.
Yeah.
The hookshot cave before Swamp, but that might be a coin flip.
I personally,
early
if
key.
if I get hookshot, I would definitely go Dark Death Mountain and get the hookshot cave first, in the hopes that if you get cane there, you can just, then you're done. You just go to T-Rock and call it a day.
Yeah. And I think this early key does show that you don't necessarily need the hookshot for Ice Palace in this seed.
I always like getting that key in that first chest, because then you don't need to go back around to get those 2 or 3 chests on the right side.
Yeah. Oh, it was just a bit too late
Yeah.
on walking over. Solski going to Ice Palace as well, so
With the fake flipper.
we
Very nice.
synced up, pretty much. Oh, never mind.
Oh, he hasn't checked Hobo yet in the island.
So I guess he gave up on fighting the flippers.
Yeah.
That will having a little bit
whoa,
he did
at
make
the
it
last
nice.
second
Last
there.
second adjustment.
Wow. Yeah, I really hope there's nothing in Swan Palace, because this might be a really difficult situation for Solski.
Yeah, I agree.
Ooh, with the bomb play.
He has all the
that's
bomb
nice.
strats. He has all the bomb strats. What a player.
Oh, Dataworld going here first?
Yeah, some people go to the freezer room first, then
Then come back up? Yeah. Okay.
yeah. I wouldn't do it personally if I already had the small key, but uh-oh.
Oh boy, there's the cane. Well,
He's
now,
going straight down.
Oh man.
That's a gutsy play if I've ever seen one.
You saw that moment of hesitation too. It's like, do I go back up or do I just finish this right now? Yikes. So you're banking on hookshot being in either T-Rock or GT, which is not a bad gamble, but it is ballsy.
It is very ballsy.
We'll see how this cold stare fight goes.
It's a bit tricky with the Master Sword, but having half magic with Firewall definitely helps.
Yeah, and getting them in the corner there first. A lot of damage.
Just a small refund. Oh boy.
Bernie Madoff scheme right there.
And Cold Star is down. With the
Oh, the
book.
book. Ugh. You don't want to see that right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the book also possibly leads to hookshot. That's...
Yeah, it could be a Bamos tablet. That's not fun. Then again, I guess Bamos is not terribly far. Oh no, if they're ice. No, never mind. It is. It's annoying to get to.
Yeah, if it were Swamp, I would go straight there.
Yeah, yeah.
If I were in Data World's shoes right now, oh, it's so rough. You know you're in GT mode, but that hookshot, man, it could be anywhere.
Ugh. Yeah, if you're passing on ice though, then you just gotta take it to completion here. And
yeah, you're just committing.
Well, and Solski did not go to Ice Palace. Just checked in Hobo and Zora, and that was it.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting. I thought he gave up on finding progression without the flippers. So I thought he was just going over the flipper spots, but oh, he's going into Thieves Down.
Well, if this has hook shot, that would be, oh my god.
Yeah, that would definitely be a thing. But considering how the seed has lined up with the Ice Palace key placement, it almost shouts, just go to GT.
Yeah. Solski's probably thinking though that, like, I don't want to break too much logic here. Where are these flippers? Because that locks off Ice Palace and Swamp. So, in their mind, there's probably not a lot of locations left.
Yeah, I agree that it must be the reasoning. It's just a shame that he skipped Stumpy and never came back.
Yep. I think the worst obvious thing I've ever missed was the top of Spectacle Rock. First, it had the Canis and Maria, and I just didn't see it, didn't notice it, and that was it.
Sometimes you just have those days where, yeah,
and then
you just blank.
When I saw it, and I happened to just be I was going to go to Eastern Death Mountain for whatever reason, and saw the cane there. I just put down the controller. I was like, okay, let's just reevaluate my life for my second here. This is bad.
So the big chest holds a big
20 rupees.
He must not be feeling good right now.
Yep.
Yeah, those are a couple of slashes.
Gonna just do it anyway? Yep.
Yeah,
Going to ice.
Going for it now.
Screw you, logic. Just gonna do it my way. Oh yeah. Oh wait. Dataworld, you can't do it that way.
It always gets me. It always
you don't have
gets
the hook
me.
shot.
There was a race yesterday, I think, where hookshot was in GT as well, where the exact same thing happened.
I've seen people get stuck in this room with that when they don't have the hook shot, not knowing how to actually do it like the way the developers intended. It's great.
It feels so logical to just go up, but that's not the way to go.
Yeah.
Oh, those are a lot of keys at the start.
Now, also curious to see if Solski's going to do the rest of Ice Palace also after finding that cane.
Yeah, that could be another big point. If he finds a sword in here or something, that could be.
Oh
that
yeah,
could be
that's
a different thing. So this is going to be an interesting GT guessing game if we don't find a hookshot on T-Rock.
Yeah, I mean, we'll still do the guessing game, but you might have to check all the chests anyway.
Hookshot in big chest. Let's go.
That would be awesome. And the big chest in GT. Oh man. Nice bomb jump from Solski.
No problem at all. Again, both the execution has been top-notch this race.
Yeah. Oh no! Boo! Boo! No fetch quests now.
Yeah, Solski is doing the entirety of Ice Palace at this point.
Yeah.
And he will have to do everything, considering the last item was on Cold Stone.
On Solski's side, I call this room the do everything room.
I thought it was just the Ice Age room.
I see.
I mean, we have the Ice T, and
Yeah.
that just looked like the Ice P, so you never know.
That's good.
That's the last item. Yeah, it kind of looks like a P here. I don't know. And this definitely is an H. But yeah, the do everything room also makes sense. Knock something down, pick something up, knock something down, hit a stealth foes, push a switch.
I remember missing something in that room as a kid, and this place drove me nuts because there was just so many things to do.
Ice Palace definitely is an interesting dungeon, but to do it in the intended way is just impossible. Oh, there it is.
Oh wow, okay, so
Netherworld has officially entered Go mode.
here we go.
1:15. That's a terribly fast time, considering what the sea has thrown at us.
Yeah, that was real nice.
So flippers were not strictly necessary.
That's great for Solski. I'll save them a lot of time.
Yeah. He is behind it quite a bit at this point, but
Yeah.
he'll be making his way over to TR and GT.
Yeah, Hookshot
relatively
being in
quickly.
TR was not good for Solski. Another good bomb jump, though, to get across that gap.
He finds his cane as well. But it will be a while before he is in TR. And dataworld is almost at Trinex at this point.
Just need that key. There it is.
There we go. Yeah, he's checking for a sword. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Just need one behind.
Did he get every item? I'm not even sure.
Well, he has to go... Oh, that would... Well, he's missing the map, so... We're gonna ask him in an interview about that later. It's like, he just left one chest in TR. Can you please not do that to my OCD?
I mean, if the map was in the last chest and Trinex holds the item, then there's no problem, obviously.
No, if Triax has the map, that's just gonna bother me. Be like, can you please open up the seat again? Just get that last chest, thank you.
Go all the way through TR. No problem. Just clip through the wall.
Yeah. Yeah, hammer strats.
Very clean. He's definitely practiced a lot.
That should be... Yeah.
This is a fight a lot of starting players have issues with, so to see dataworld make quick work of it is very nice.
Yeah, it's really valuable to know how much damage you're doing, like the Master Hammer or the rods themselves. Just being able to count the damage on Trihex makes the world of difference in doing it fast.
Yeah.
Hammer Trihex, look at this. No
Very
issues.
clean. So is this going to be the map?
Oh yeah, we should do the guessing game. I'll do the start.
Alright. Nice.
So, now that we've gotten all 7 crystals, we like to do a little guessing game here in Rando. Get your numbers in now for where you think the big key is going to be in Ganon's Tower. There are 22 locations in which the chest could be in. So 1 through 22 are your guesses. 22 would most likely be the tile room. So yeah, get your guesses in now. If you are a subscriber to Speed Gaming or any of their channels, or have donated at least 250 bits, you'll be entered to get into our leaderboard, which is always fun.
And anyone on that leaderboard will, of course, get our ever-loving praise.
Oh yes, praise. Praise the sun. I'm gonna go with 7, how about you?
I like 14 myself. I never am sure which one it actually is, but I just like the number.
Alright. And I'm gonna stop it right here. Alright.
Going straight left looks like a Dark Magician red. So according to the spreadsheet with all the percentages of required items,
Mm-hmm.
Ganon's Tower Big Key has the highest chance of being in the skeleton room in the bottom left chest.
Really? Huh.
So that's probably the one he's going straight for. And Torch wasn't lit, so that's 1. This is 2. Oh, just a big 20 this time. The seed just didn't want to prove me right here.
You already called where the moon bro was gonna be.
Yeah, I used up my luck for today.
That was sweet.
So no rando seeds for me anymore.
Right, so the count is 5.
It's going straight left all the way.
Yeah. I feel like you don't see this that much very often.
Usually you get the first 2 checks on the right, and then
Yeah.
maybe go left all the way. But
Oh, the bloomerang strats to get through these rooms. These are pretty.
considering
very
what
nice.
strats he's used, I'm almost inclined to say that he's had some NMG practice. But I didn't see his name on the leaderboards.
Hmm.
But he's been so solid.
That was 7.
Going for 8 through 11 right now.
Just number 9, 5 rupees. 10 is the compass. 11 is bombs.
We are getting closer to 14. So might still be on.
In this full left, that would be in the ice armors move room.
Probably top left.
Yeah. Nice job to skip that portal there, just a bonk to get over.
Going to Bob's chest. He's had a short appearance, all 3 seconds.
So we will see the ice armors fight.
Should be making quick work of that. Again, silvers help a lot.
Oh god, this can be so annoying on ice.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, 13 through 15.
Yep. Just 50 rupees for 13, 300, 14.
And it's on the right side.
Yep, right side.
If it's here, it feels really bad. Oh, that feels really bad.
What was that? Was that 17?
Yes, that was 17.
Alright, let's see.
Modus Ponus.
There you go.
Ponus. Congratulations.
Wow. So I'm sure there's a little thought in the back of dataworld's mind, just like, did my opponent go right side?
It
I
feels a
always-
little greedy to go
Yeah.
straight left. And Solski entered go mode as well. But
You know they're breathing a
He's
sigh of
insane.
relief there. Just like, oh man, I couldn't find the flippers, didn't need them. Thank goodness.
yeah. We're going to have to ask him what he thought he missed. So Solski is around 8 minutes behind going into Ganon's Tower. The question is how much he will make up in there by maybe checking the first 2 items on the right immediately.
Yeah, it's definitely an opportunity for a time save, but we're getting almost through the gauntlet here.
Yeah. So might come down to execution on Ganon with the Master Sword.
Yeah, so many things can go wrong again with Master Sword, because when you spin, you can bounce a little more, get up the sides there.
On towards Lamos too. Getting
Fire
two of
as
them.
fast.
And there's the third one. Very nice. Quick 2 cycle. It's not optimal, but of course it doesn't help when you expect it up down at any given moment.
Yeah.
Second withdraw room. Yeah.
Ooh, very nice.
Oh, quick bomb there. That's the issue when they do shoot the beams. The door doesn't actually open until all the sprites are gone.
Yep.
Solski with the hammer strat as well, getting the quick menu before the hit connects.
Very nice. Yeah, just kind of
Brain
tank
lost
through that.
Just need to be a little bit careful. 2 hits will probably do him in. Let's see if there's a sword in the last few chests in GT. Nothing here.
Nope. Just get rid of those bombs.
Technically, if you get rid of all the bombs before you get in here, you save a menu by immediately switching to the power. So,
Yeah,
it's
I
the
know.
small things that matter.
In the NMG route, the bomb management is really, really tight.
It's really cool how much you save by all those little things.
Alright, so Solski just finishing up Trihex as dataworld is facing Moldorm 2. Ooh.
Let me just connecting the first few hits. That's 2.
Yeah, only a minor bit of Trolldorm here.
And now
There
for
we
the only reason we actually needed hookshot.
Yeah, it's crazy. Whenever Swamp's a pendant, like that's the one required use of hookshot. You just saw it.
And right as dataworld enters the floor to Aghanim 2, Solski enters Glenn's tower himself.
Yeah,
So
we'll see if
around
Solski
8
goes
minutes.
right.
Yep.
Oh,
Okay,
there we go.
that's so it's about 1 gauntlet. Let's see how much you can make up. How many issues Dataworld is going to have. From what I've seen so far, it seems like it should be pretty smooth sailing, but this
Ooh,
game can be
nice,
tricky.
nice angle. Getting
Yeah, that's
diagonals
sweet.
on Aghanim 2 is always fun.
And getting the clones ahead of Aghanim himself is really nice, because then you don't get the issue with the blue balls.
Yep. I think that was a 3 cycle, or
And it was a very free cycle. It was
it
very
was fast. Okay, and Solski did correctly remember to get a key before going up. Always go up to Ganon's tower with 1 key, at least.
yeah.
Don't do it.
The gamble that there's a key in a chest there, it's not worth it.
Yeah. I haven't seen that text box before. That was good.
Yeah, there's been some new ones in V29, but they're great. Okay, so we're going to need 12 spins in phase 1 and 2 in order to get to the third one. The first one is alright, he'll throw his trident at you. Oh, he's already ended the second one, very nice. This is the tricky one in my opinion.
Ooh,
It's
I
pretty
don't
hard
think
to
Dataworld
time.
wanted to grab that that lantern there.
No, sometimes the hookshot is more of an annoyance than a boon.
Yeah, it's like the Oracle of Ages games, like the magnetic hands.
Oh, those were amazing. Puzzle wise.
I love that game. That game's so good. Oh, that's a nice spot, especially with the cape.
Yeah.
And double spins.
I don't remember if he has a potion with blue goo.
Yeah, and
I think he picked one up with green. Or...
Solski in that gauntlet room just dashed through the center between the spikes. It's
Oh,
very
wow.
tight.
That's a tight window.
Yeah, making quick work.
They're both on
Gauntlet.
2.5 hearts. They should be a little bit careful.
What?
Wow, that fireball went.
You saw that?
Dataworld about to enter the last phase, so just a spin to turn him blue. And silver
You
arrow
win.
in the face 4 times. Gets torch glitch.
Solski doing everything they can to catch up here. Quick work of Gauntlet and of Lammo too.
But Dataworld seems to be having no issues with this kind of fight. He might even get a double here.
Yeah, let's see. Ooh.
Oh, no, he's not. Just a bit too slow. But there's the 4th shot, and cannon's down.
Yeah, get your GGs out in the chat, because that is it. As Data will be completing with what looks to be under a 131.
Very solid time.
Wow.
GG's. He split a little bit late, but it looked like a 1:30:47.
I mean, I'm happy when I get under 2 hours, so 130, that's... Whew. Jeez.
Yeah, no complaints there.
And I wouldn't say the seed was kind. The hook shot kind of worked out at the end, but the Cane and Ice Palace.
Cane and Ice Palace, and then a hook shot in Turtle Rock. Yeah. And of course the hammer in Pen and Pod. It all didn't help.
Yeah, yeah.
I assume we'll get Dataworld in there for an interview?
Yeah, Data should have a link in order to jump in here. We'll see. Well, hammer strats on Moldorm here. What?
Yeah, very keen. I'm not sure how that one hit, but I'll take it.
I mean, the tail was there, I guess. I just didn't realize the invincibility frames weren't active anymore. That was neat.
Yeah, really good timing on that one.
Yeah, you do have to wonder what would have been had Solski not skipped Stumpy, and therefore it wouldn't have done Aghanim. Like, the amount of time that's happening right now, I don't think is shorter than the amount of time it would take to do Aghanim. So
Yeah,
you would
it would have been
that
super
Solski would have
close.
to win, or at least to be very close.
Especially since he might have actually gone into Ice Palace earlier because it would have been in his logic.
Yeah, it's true.
Ooh, not getting the 4th cycle there.
Yeah, very nice Aghanim 2 fight. I see
But still.
Dataworld. Oh, there's Dataworld. I'm gonna drag him in here.
Yeah.
Hello, Dataworld. I'll show how to get the mic set up, but do have him in the channel here. So yeah, it's definitely cheer on Solski, as Solski is making work on Ganon right now.
It looks like...
Let's see. Does this work?
Oh,
Yeah.
Hey, Dataworld.
You're on
Yeah,
the
we
roll.
can hear
Hey.
you.
Hey, thanks. Man.
Yeah, how'd you feel
I,
about the seed? How'd you feel about it?
Well, I thought the beginning was kind of awkward, since we had no access to Eastern Dark World very easily.
Yeah, how relieved were you when you saw that hammer in Pod?
Yeah, I was very relieved and kind of happy actually, because not only is this the I've had one tournament race before, like everyone else, and there was the hammer in port, same as
Oh,
the
wow.
first race, and the hookshot in TR Big Chest, same as the first race.
Whoa.
So But I was really glad the hookshot wasn't in Swamp or Mire or Thieves Town Big Chest or Zora or Ice or basically anywhere else. So
It seemed like once you got the small key in Ice Palace and found the cane in that chest with the freeze ores, that you put the 2 and 2 together and just went straight to T-Rock. I was like, okay, this should be fine.
Well, not so much. This should be fine, but Solski is a very, very good opponent.
Yeah, he's on the final form of Ganon right now.
Yeah, I heard in the chat that he did Aga 1, and that explains a lot, I think. But I felt like I needed to take at least a couple of small gambles to keep up. So.
Yeah, what was going through your mind in Ice Palace? How were you? Well, Solski was taking a fall there, but has a fairy. But when you were in Ice Palace and you got the cane, how close were you to full clearing ice?
Not at all.
Oh, just going straight to it.
Yeah, I just if the hookshot isn't in ice, is in ice, then I lose. But if it's anywhere else, it saves like 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes, and I could really use those minutes. So.
Yeah, that might have just been the edge that you needed to win the race. Sadly, Solski takes an unfortunate fall in the 4th phase. So we'll have to do the fight over again.
Well, not even taking the fairy at that tree, just going straight back into it.
He just used the green potion as well, so he needs to be careful with his magic.
Yeah.
Yeah, Master Sword Ganon is rough. I think I still had a fairy, so I was kind of fine, but...
You still have the fairy and green magic as well, I think.
How fast did this run in comparison to a lot of your other runs? Because 130 is a pretty low time.
Well, 130 is a low time for everyone, I think, but... I mean, this was a seed where only one pendant dungeon was required and the pendant dungeon was bought. So, anytime you can skip Mire or Swamp or pendant TR, it's probably a fast seed, and I think 130 is kind of good.
Oh yeah, I know, that's definitely great.
I felt like my execution probably was better than my routing, but I felt kind of good about it. So.
Yeah, I think we had a blast watching the both of you. It seemed really good. Even the routing, there were some divergences across the road, but it definitely made both of your routing made sense considering what you had and what you had left to do.
Yeah, I kind of went pretty greedy. I basically followed not so much the logic, but more the highest density of items, and that turned out somewhat well, I think. So.
Yeah, I think the only thing that might have tripped you up a little bit was the boots.
Yeah.
Which led to the fire rod.
Yeah, not so much. I'm not sure about Solski, but I debated picking up Sick Kid before going into the Dark World, and it was kind of awkward that he had the boots, but there wasn't that much time lost, I think. And
he had the boots relatively early. But...
Yeah, and also I double dipped all Light World dungeons and Skull Woods, so that was kind of awkward, but yeah, I'm pretty happy overall.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that you can be, because winning against someone like Solski is definitely a great feat. And he just finished off Ganon himself. So
Taking one hit in that refight, that was impressive. So yeah, get those GGs out. Definitely a great race by both runners.
And he finished with a 1:39.06, which is still a great time. Considering he had to do that, or well, he didn't have to, but he did Aga 1. Let's see if we can get him in here for some questions.
Yeah.
Did he do Aga 1 to gain access to Eastern Dark World?
Yeah. He missed the flippers on Stumpy.
Ouch.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna ask for sure.
Alright, I'm gonna mute myself and thanks for commentating.
Yeah, sure. Thanks
for
for putting on a show.
You've been doing great, man.
Also, just gonna bring up the schedule here while I wait for Solski.
There's probably quite some races going on this evening.
Oh yeah. Yeah, on Speed Gaming 5, there's a race going on right now. Between Dat Lossit and Onoki85. On Link to the Past Randomizer channel, there is one with Dr. Marty and Nock. There's a whole bunch at 3 and 4 o'clock on Speed Gaming 3, Speed Gaming 2, Speed Gaming 4. So just check out some of the Speed Gaming channels, and you're guaranteed to get some rando today, if you are so inclined to watch.
Yeah, if you liked watching these runners, definitely give them a follow. And if you just enjoy watching rando in general, be sure to just follow Speed Gaming 1 through 6 and ALTTP Randomizer 1 through 4. There's going to be, the coming few months, there's just going to be infinite amounts of randomizer action going on. And you can binge watch all you want.
I really want to get to Speed Gaming 8, the Ocho. I really want it.
I think it's going to happen sooner than later.
I'm sure there are some dodgeball games out there.
So I'm not sure if Solski is coming in.
I do see him in the chat, but not in. I'll invite him. Hold on. It's both a blessing and a curse with Discord within that streamer mode.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, someone just might miss that one notification that you want them to see.
Yeah, this is super fast. It's 2:44 on the East Coast. And I always allot like 3 hours in the back of my head for these races, but didn't even come close to meeting that.
No, like anything below 140 is just really good. The seat did help, but you need some execution in order to get these times.
For sure. Oh.
It does look like we have Solski over here, so GG. How are you feeling about the seed?
It doesn't look like his mic's coming through. Get that set up.
Thanks, guys.
Oh, there he is.
There
It
it
is GG to you, man.
That was a stupid seed.
is. So I have one mostly important question for you. Where do you think the flippers were?
I honestly have no idea. And that's what was the frustrating part to me.
When you were on your south loop through the dark world, you ran right past old Stumpy.
I did that twice, actually.
Yeah.
Twice.
Once
That explains a
for the
lot.
original clear, and the second
And-
time when you were on the way for the bomb.
Yeah, that's the second time I missed a location today. I actually did a one-hit KO for practice, and I missed K45 on South Loop as well, so that's awesome.
So yeah, you were definitely in the lead for a while, and I think the play cost a lot of time. Would have been very interesting to see how close this would have been without that decision. But you kind of got lucky that you didn't need the flippers, which is since you had the fake flipper glitch. But it was just unfortunate that was your only way to Eastern Dark World, so that kind of made it difficult.
Well, that's what I was worried about, because the concern was flippers might have unlocked like hookshot. Or maybe hookshot itself would have unlocked flippers. So I was playing it very carefully, and I didn't feel the need to kind of skip on stuff like, say, Thieves Town Big Chest, because I was getting so low on things I could check in my mind at least. But honestly, that does explain a lot. Like, if I have flippers, I don't have to do Aghanim. I go right to Eastern Pod, get my hammer, do Fat Fairy from there, go right to Ice because it's in Logic. I assumed the Red King was going to be there. I just didn't know how early, really, I'm kind of looking for that hook shot. That's basically the item I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's just how it goes sometimes. Like we miss one location, and that's the one you really need, and then you have to route around it. But it's still impressive that you're able to get around it, knowing that Aghanim gets you over to Eastern Dark World, and then fake flipping over to Ice. Like you definitely worked around it, and it was still a close race considering.
Yeah, the only reason I even did Aghanim was for Fat Berry, actually, because I can just do the Jesus walk across to Eastern Pod. And that was weighing on my mind. That's kind of why I hesitated in Hype Cave, because I wasn't sure which option I kind of preferred. And then I kind of went with my gut and said, you know what, Fat Berry was pretty free. Let's take a peek, see what that's at, and we can always route in Eastern Pod afterwards, anyways.
Yep.
The problem with it is it costs 4 minutes, right? So.
Yeah. After Aghanim, you were going to pod, and I was kind of joking that once you would find the hammer, you must have felt pretty smart. Like, see, it wasn't maybe necessary.
No, I knew I was behind at that point. I was quite frustrated with the seed, to be honest. So.
Yeah, it's a shame that something like that happened.
Yeah, it happens.
You still put on a great show. You definitely had some swag going on at times.
Yeah, I wasn't happy about the Ganon fight, but I already knew I lost at that point, so I was just like, whatever.
The second Ganon fight, you had only 5.5 hearts, took only 1 hit, and got through the whole thing with Master Sword. So that's impressive. Definitely, I would definitely take that fairy before going back up.
Yeah. Did he find Tempered as well?
No, you both had Master Sword.
Okay. Well, that explains a lot, because I was actually curious where that flippers were, but well, there we go. Another missed item.
That's how it goes sometimes.
Yeah.
That's why we have Swiss. That's why we have those 7 rounds. And from your last match with Cruel, which I also did commentary for, so this is weird. But it's you still have a lot to go. And with your skill level, I'm not too worried about you advancing to the next round.
I hope so.
Yeah, you're definitely one of the main contenders to make the top 116 in the Swiss.
Yeah.
You're definitely not out at 1-on-1. So good luck with the next few races at least.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. Any shout-outs or anything like that?
Just to, as usual, to the admins, the commentators, trackers, the whole team. Thanks for putting on a great show, guys. Really appreciate the effort.
Yeah, you made it really easy for us today with the execution you and dataworld are putting on. It was very easy to commentate your race, so I definitely had a lot of fun doing it.
I can only agree with that. So
Yeah.
Thanks for the great show. And, good luck along the road.
All right, so I guess we'll wrap it up here. So yeah, the runners were Solski and dataworld. Make sure to give them a follow because they're definitely great runners, and I know they both stream this on the regular. Again, I'm your commentator, Lawas Cloud. My co-commentator is Arior. And our tracker was Sine. Also give them a follow as well because tracking is not an easy job, and I didn't notice any mistakes. I thought it was perfect today.
Yeah, he's always done a great job, and you can only thank him.
Yeah, and as Chad pointed out, there's a race underway in Speed Gaming 5. I'm probably going to switch over to that. And there's another one on Speed Gaming 3 in 10 minutes. Check out the Speed Gaming schedule right below the stream. You'll see all the things on Speed Gaming and a link to the past randomizer. That's ALTTP randomizer channels as well. Tend to have a bunch of matches, so check those out. And yeah.
So much rando, so little time.
I know, it's crazy. Arier, is there anything I forgot or any last words?
I don't think so. I think it was a beautiful race. We had a ton of fun. And yeah, there's nothing else to say, I think. Just watch all the render we can, and thank you so much for the commentary.
Yeah, no, thank you. I hope we get to do commentary again. I thought this worked out pretty well.
Yeah, definitely.
Great. All right, guys. Well, we'll see you later. Signing off. Have a good one.
Have a good one.
Bye.